Once again, we have women trying to censor men in their speeches. I came across the news today, just scrolling through, and you guys have heard about the Nightcap with Chad Ochocinco and Shannon Sharpe. They have their own podcast. They talk about the football games, what's going on in sports, what's going on in relationships. They talk about numerous topics. They even talk about animals, different things like this. And so, as I'm looking through news, I always stumble upon something interesting from Complex, that news media outlet. And of course, it states that Megan Thee Stallion's fans are outraged at what Shannon Sharpe and them said on their show. And this proves one thing. And before we get too far into the video, I just want to remind you guys, like, comment, subscribe, share the video, like the video. If you guys want to support the channel, all the ways you can support are in the description below. I appreciate you guys' consistent support. So, of course, let me take you through this first. She came out recently, Megan Thee Stallion. She made a video where she was talking about, she's being stingy with the cat, is how she phrased it in that video. She doesn't want to be a freak no more, just like what the Migos have said in their song. After all she's done, she wants to be a reformed person. And this is people like this, women like this, you can't trust, and just people like this that are full of shit. How can you change into a recent angel when you've been a demon this whole time? And you're trying to snap into an angel in a short period of time. It doesn't work like that. You spent years acting one way, and in a week, in one video, you changed your whole outlook. It doesn't work like that. People's habits don't quit and stop that quickly. So we know she's full of it. And so let me get you guys up to snuff on the situation. So they have their podcast. They after Monday night games, Thursday night games, and Sunday night games, they have a podcast called Nightcap, and they talk about the game. So on this particular podcast, they brung up Megan Thee Stallion. And apparently these two guys, Chad Ochocinco and Shannon Sharpe, are attracted to Megan Thee Stallion in a lustful way after all she's done. And that's the problem. A lot of guys are in love with thoughts. A lot of guys really like thoughts. When women bring that argument up, that's actually a logical argument, because whenever I look out into the world, the women that are getting marriages, the women that are getting children, the women that are the most popular, all have a 304 past. And so there's no incentive for a good woman to be good when she gets no attention, when she gets no praise for doing so, when guys are overlooking her for the better attractive in the man's eyes, which is really just a lustful eye. It's the old guys are falling in love with their eyes, which is utterly disgusting, and it shows how bad men are when it comes to selecting women, and how they don't have a sense of deep discipline, which is ultimately just going to destroy their kingdom, destroy their lives. And so anyway, they're talking about Megan Thee Stallion, and they're talking about her in a lustful way, giving these sexual innuendos. And whether you women understand this or not, this is how we talk amongst each other. Men are not nice and needy, and we're vulgar. messy, dirty, disgusting. We're not the beauty sex. This is how we talk amongst each other. We didn't ask if you guys liked it or not. It just is what it is. And this is why, as men, we have our own spaces to talk about what we want to talk about in the way and in the fashion we want to talk about it. So you have Shannon Sharpe and Chad Ochocinco, who are highly successful men, talking their locker room talk. And not even Megan Thee Stallion, but her fans find it weird and disheartening and disgusting the way men talk about women sometimes. Now, could you have said, hey, maybe this is just a show that, maybe they could have toned it down a little bit? You may or may not have a point. But the point is, in this video, is why are women trying to make men like women? We know they speak and can get very sexual in their locker room talk, right? A woman can say all types of stuff in a song that's deviant sexually, but nobody says anything. It's only the guy that gets shamed for being a disgusting, misogynistic, chauvinistic monster. Why is that? Why are they trying to silence masculinity and silence men for being men? They're trying to take every little bit of masculinity and shame it out of society. Ultimately, to the point to where every man acts like a woman and every woman acts like a man. Women don't get shamed for being raunchy. So this whole article that I came across it just goes to show you how they're trying to shame men once again for being men. It is what it is. It's their show. They can talk about whatever they want to talk about on their show. You don't have to like it. My question to them is, why are they watching it? Women have podcasts talking raunchy all the time. It's even adult film stars that have podcasts. And I don't listen to that stuff because I don't want to hear what they're talking about. I'm not trying to kill their freedom of speech, but they're trying to kill the man's freedom of speech. Make that make sense to me. It doesn't make sense. So here we go. The clown circus has begun. Theme up the clown music. Theme up the stupidity, because I'm anxious to see where this goes, whether Shannon Sharpe and them roll it back or whether they lean into it, because this is going to show us a lot about them, right? They didn't ask for these women to watch their show. They volunteered to watch it and got triggered. So that's my video. You guys like, comment, subscribe, share the video, like the video, and I'll see you guys on the next one, man. Peace.